Good morning, everyone, and thank you for choosing Market Briefing, market analysis, and financial news. Every day, our goal is to provide you with a thorough and knowledgeable analysis of the most relevant financial news to help you navigate the complex economic landscape. Let's begin our daily review. Market analysis, October 23, 2023. Global stocks retreated on Monday as the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury bond surpassed 5%. Fueling concerns about the impact of rising borrowing costs on economic growth. The 10-year yield jumped 11 basis points to over 5%, hitting the highest level since 2007. In Europe, the broad Stoxx 600 index declined 0.7% to reach its lowest intraday point since March. S&P 500 futures also slipped 0.5%. Copper prices sank to an 11-month low, underscoring worries about industrial demand. This rapid climb in bond yields is capturing Wall Street's attention as earnings season kicks off. With strong U.S. data and hawkish Fed rhetoric reinforcing expectations for higher interest rates to tame inflation, investors are growing more pessimistic on risk assets. According to Peter Chatwell of Mizuho International, all moves higher in yield pose the same difficulties for markets. A higher risk-free rate will encourage investors to reduce riskier asset holdings like equities, credit, and emerging markets, and allocate more into treasuries. Weaker corporate earnings also weighed on sentiment Monday. Volkswagen shares fell nearly 3% after missing profit expectations, while Royal Philips dropped 4% following a decline in order intake. UK home builder Vistry Group plunged on announcing hundreds of job cuts. Morgan Stanley's Michael Wilson notes the odds of a year-end stock rally are fading as risks mount, from lofty profit estimates to the Fed's tightening. In deal news, Chevron agreed to acquire Hess in an all-stock $53 billion transaction, representing further consolidation in the U.S. oil industry. Chevron will pay $171 per share for Hess. Meanwhile, a consortium led by Permira and Blackstone is reportedly reconsidering its pursuit of European online classifieds firm Adevinta, threatening one of 2022's largest potential buyouts. Adevinta shares sank the most since March 2020 on the news. In the Middle East, traders are monitoring developments after the release of 2 U.S. hostages by Hamas and the passage of some aid into Gaza over the weekend. However, Israel is warning of a next phase in its conflict with Hamas while also signaling that Hezbollah risks dragging Lebanon into a wider regional war. It is a very volatile situation, said Stuart Cole of Equity Capital. While we may be seeing some dialing back of the hedging trades seen ahead of the weekend, this does not mean we are seeing any pro-risk sentiment emerging. Looking ahead, inflation data out of Australia and Japan this week along with US and European growth figures will provide further clues about the global rates outlook. Market participants also await remarks from Fed Chair Powell and a policy decision by the ECB. Before proceeding with our analysis, we would like to remind you that your support is very important to us. If you enjoy this video and find our content helpful and engaging, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. This helps us grow and provide you with even more quality content. Now, let's get back to the news on the financial markets and the latest updates. Bitcoin saw a strong start to the week, gaining nearly 3% to trade around $30,600 as of Monday morning. This rally comes alongside a notable surge in trading volumes. According to research analyst Matteo Greco, the 7-day moving average of cumulative daily volumes on centralized exchanges reached $16.24 billion between October 16 to 22. This marks the third highest volume level seen in the past 60 days. Bitcoin trading accounted for a significant portion, with $6.4 billion in volume during this period, a 68.4% increase from the previous week. In Hong Kong, the Securities and Futures Commission has eased earlier restrictions that limited the sale of spot crypto products to professional investors only. This regulatory update allows financial intermediaries to offer spot crypto services to a wider range of retail clients as well. The SFC cited evolving market developments and industry demand as rationale for expanding access. The policy shift aligns with growing interest around spot Bitcoin ETFs globally. JP Morgan recently predicted U.S. approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs within months, likely before January 10. This also follows the SFC's crackdown on unlicensed crypto exchange JPEX and vows to publish details of approved license applicants. However, Hong Kong remains cautious about overseas virtual asset products, still considering them too risky and complex for retail investors. In other market news, the first-ever coins issued on decentralized exchange Uniswap back in 2019 as an experiment have skyrocketed to over $3 million per token. Known as HAY coins, HAY, only 4.4 of these tokens exist in circulating supply after the majority were destroyed. A group of traders recently acquired the accessible tokens, and the limited availability drove prices up to the hundreds of thousands initially. This past weekend, Uniswap founder Hayden Adams burned his remaining tokens, leaving just the 4.4 coins and sending the price surging exponentially higher. Shifting to Reddit, the popular r/cryptocurrency subreddit has removed moderators accused of insider trading ahead of a significant platform change. Last Tuesday, Reddit announced it would shut down its Community Points program that allowed earning tokens like Moon due to scaling challenges. However, some moderators allegedly sold Moon tokens minutes before this news broke. In response, the entire moderation team involved in selling coins before the announcement has now been dismissed. Analyzing the crypto derivatives markets, Doge saw the largest 24-hour increase in open interest across major perpetual futures, spiking 17%. Other gainers were XRP, SHIB, Matic and BNB, while open interest in BTC futures rose just 2%. According to experts, heightened interest in meme coins often precedes price pullbacks. Key events this week: Taiwan jobless rate, industrial production, Monday. Eurozone consumer confidence, Monday. EU foreign ministers meet in Luxembourg, Monday. Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Michelle Bullock speaks in Sydney, Tuesday. Eurozone S&P Global Services PMI, S&P Global Manufacturing PMI, Tuesday. UK S&P Global, SIPS Manufacturing PMI, jobless claims, unemployment, Tuesday. US S&P Global Manufacturing PMI, Tuesday. UN Security Council is expected to open debate on the Middle East, Tuesday. Microsoft, Alphabet earnings, Tuesday. Australia 3Q CPI, Wednesday. Germany IFO Business Climate, Wednesday. IBM, Meta earnings, Wednesday. South Korea GDP, Thursday. European Central Bank rate decision, Thursday. EU Leaders Summit in Brussels, Thursday to Friday. U.S. wholesale inventories, GDP, U.S. durable goods, initial jobless claims, Thursday. Intel, Amazon earnings, Thursday. Japan Tokyo CPI, Friday. China industrial profits, Friday. U.S. personal spending and income, University of Michigan consumer sentiment, Friday. ExxonMobil earnings, Friday. Some of the main moves in markets. Stocks. The Stoxx Europe 600 fell 0.7% as of 11:58 a.m. London time. S&P 500 futures fell 0.5%. Nasdaq 100 futures fell 0.6%. Futures on the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.5%. The MSCI Asia Pacific Index fell 0.9%. The MSCI Emerging Markets Index fell 0.9%. Currencies. The Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index was little changed. The euro was little changed at $1.0603. The Japanese yen was little changed at 149.96 per dollar. The offshore yuan was little changed at 7.3224 per dollar. The British pound was little changed at $1.2155. Cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin rose 2.4% to $30,571.41. Ether rose 2% to $1,673.34. Bonds. The yield on 10-year Treasuries advanced 9 basis points to 5.00%. Germany's 10-year yield advanced 7 basis points to 2.96%. Britain's 10-year yield advanced 6 basis points to 4.71%. Commodities. Brent crude fell 0.5% to $91.74 a barrel. Spot gold fell 0.2% to $1,977.74 an ounce. In conclusion, we'd like to thank you for watching Market Briefing, market analysis, and financial news. If you enjoyed our insights and found the information helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel to stay updated with future analyses. Thank you again for your support, and we'll see you soon with more interesting news. Remember, the information in this video is purely informational and does not constitute investment advice. Always consult with a professional before making financial decisions.